So these wildflowers that grow every single year, they're often unseen by any human eye. They actually make a huge difference, not just where they are, but for us, to enjoy the food that we eat, the air quality that we have. Though they may never be noticed, though they may never be seen or applauded for growing, they do what they were created to do. And by being faithful, they have a huge impact. And we can learn from the wildflowers as to what does it mean to live on mission in our everyday lives. Living on mission doesn't mean that you're going to be seen and applauded by people. It doesn't mean that you're going to do something huge that is going to be noticed for years and years to come. But it means living faithfully and following Christ in his footsteps. We even see this in the very life of Christ. When Jesus came to earth as God in human flesh, he was born in the most unorthodox way to a virgin named Mary, who was betrothed to a man named Joseph. And these two people, they were not of nobility. They didn't live in some kind of beautiful king's palace. They were regular, ordinary people. And yet they were exactly who God had chosen. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was not somebody that everybody would have known about. She was a woman who was faithful. She was faithful and she loved the Lord. And then we see when Jesus was growing up that he actually lived an ordinary life for 30 years. Most of his life is unrecorded in the Gospels. And he lived and he was faithful with what God had called him to do. Luke 2:52 says, "And Jesus increased in wisdom and in stature and in favor with God and man." For these 30 years, Jesus lived an ordinary, unseen, unrecorded life. He shows us what it means to bring God glory right where we are. He modeled for us a life of faithfulness, and he lived for an audience of one, and he invites us to do the same, following in his footsteps, living a fruitful life by being faithful in the little things.